All right, so I thought it would be fun that maybe at the end of every week we do something called like a drama roundup. Now, drama is just a buzzword I'm just using for this particular video, okay? It doesn't have to necessarily be what describes everything taking place, but you get the idea. So I thought that because, in the Smash community, it just seems like there's always some shit just going on, you know what I'm saying? Like every single week. We can't go without a story, you know what I'm saying? And this week, I feel like we got like 7 all in one. So I'm gonna start with Samsora, okay? So as you know, Samsora was embroidered with the whole, some issues that took place back in, the last summer that was kind of revealed and stuff like that. And he wasn't like forthcoming with some information, stuff like that. But he, he eventually, kind of faded a little bit, and then Tentacles released a video covering it a little bit more in depth, and then Samsora just kind of dipped, you know what I'm saying? But apparently he is back, and now he's not back in the sense where he's trying to come into the community. I want to make that clear because he actually has removed any kind of trace of Smash from his bio. If you kind of hover over that, you'll just see right now, it just links his Instagram and business inquiries and stuff like that. He doesn't say anything about, free agency or former #2 in the world, stuff like that. So basically all this long kind of thread is just an update on how he's been processing things, how he's healing, how he's trying to kind of move on with his life and things like that. Now, that to me is a very key piece about how he's trying to move on. A lot of people had said, just leave and get out of the community, okay? We're unforgiving, we're not willing to hear you out and all this other stuff. Okay, very well. So that apparently is what he's attempting to do, right? But of course, you can't not just scroll down and just see every little person trying to get their kind of, their little few seconds of fame. I do not care. And yet you're here following the man, commenting. I don't understand. It's like you want somebody to leave and dip. And then when they're doing that and they're just providing an update, because LOL, some people actually do give a shit, you get a lot of trash for that. But, Sam, I hope, he's a young black guy. So I'm going to go ahead and just say, I hope he's able to kind of move past this and continue to just better himself and do what he wants, because there's way more to do outside of just obviously Smash. And maybe that last tweet he made, that was taken really the wrong way because it wasn't exactly presented the best way, is kind of what he believes. But I think now he's kind of getting it. If you scroll here too, he actually pointed out that he moved to New York City. All right, so he's not even in Florida anymore. That's completely, big change. I guess he probably is covering some of that on his Instagram as well, because he does update his Instagram. Now, there was a funny quote tweet. I don't know if it's going to be right here. Well, obviously you can just see people are already just this guy, you moved to New York, can you effing leave? Like, guys, come on. Obviously Samsora is not without his mistakes, but damn, bro, it's like you don't have to follow and keep up with this man. Like, you don't have to follow anybody in this world. You make that conscious decision. It's very strange to me that people just don't, simply choose to, move on and just ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about absolving. It's just about dude, on to the next topic. You know what I'm saying? Which is what we're going to do as we move over to hacks. Perhaps the biggest roller coaster of emotions that I've seen in quite some time. Now, this statement that Hacks made basically is an apology, saying that, he made some mistakes in how he presented it, which I would agree with. Anytime you're quoting Hitler within the first couple of minutes of a video might be a little bit of a red flag. I'm just gonna throw that out there, okay? That's like me quoting Trump, okay? He might have said some funny shit, but I probably shouldn't do it, okay? And you probably should have known better than to quote Hitler and some of the other shit that you did. Now, I don't really understand all the things that happened between him and IBDW. I didn't really like it seemed like both sides, they had some lies and fabrications on that, and one side was seen as making fun of a very serious situation, which you shouldn't. But the whole thing eventually, it really just stemmed from how he came out at Leffen, what I'm saying, Evidence.zip 2.0, whatever he was trying to do, and kind of go on this anime crusade, like he's the protagonist trying to save the Smash universe and shit like that. To me, it was just really over the top. Now, I didn't agree that the man was, just because he said some wild shit, he wasn't outright threatening people. So I didn't agree that he needed to be banned from events. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was a little bit of a, we're just knee jerking to this. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was still well within his mind. I just thought he was still just, saying some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as whoa, this is such a reach to an extent, with the Adidas and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So definitely Hacks, I think, understands that, he even ends it here and says, I will now be taking a hiatus, you know what I'm saying? And says, my mistakes that I've made are redeemable, and I'd like to come back and influence the community in a positive way if I'm welcome back. the way people operate within this community probably won't be welcome back, my man. You know what I'm saying? That's probably not going to be the thing that happens. However, I do stand by the point that this is not like a violent criminal or anything like that. He just created this manifesto that was just driven, that I believe, driven by hate and hurt in his heart that Leffen seemed to have facilitated, even though, you know, that Leffen that was presented, I don't believe is the same Leffen currently. We all have to have an opportunity to kind of move on and grow from our mistakes. And I think Leffen definitely has been doing that. Hacks, will he get the opportunity within the community? I don't really know, but you know what? I will say it was an interesting ride to be a part of. And then there is the big cherry on top for the week. The Technicals video finally dropped. The truth behind the Sky House, which actually did feature actual interviews from both Sky and Zero, which was surprising to see, but it looks like they linked up to kind of create this piece. Now, this video right here, right off the bat, everyone is going to tell you, you know, that everyone who, you know, obviously has like a negative opinion of tech and stuff like that, they're going to tell you like immediately it's just trash, garbage, not worth the time watching. And the thing I don't like about that is that people say that without actually have watched the video. Now, if you're interested in hearing all, you know, more sides of the story, more information that you didn't necessarily, you know, see come to light and stuff like that, it actually is. It is worth watching, because, you know, that's one thing I'll say about Tech is he does, you know, seem to do his due diligence and put the stuff together, you know, to present it in a way that, you know, is, you know, credible to what he's saying, what he believes is the case. Now, don't get it twisted. There's obviously some things in this video that that you can, you know, kind of argue against. Of course, that's for every video, right? But that doesn't take away the fact that the whole point of the video is for you to form your own opinion after hearing another side. Now, it's very interesting, you know, in any kind of video when it's presented to, you know, quote unquote, you know, target somebody. Yes, of course, it's gonna make, you know, said person look bad. That's the whole point of it, you know what I'm saying? But in this video, it seems like he's just kind of like going through like the road that kind of led to everything that happened regarding like Sky mainly, because don't get it twisted, the main point of this video is to kind of absolve Sky of a lot of the criticism and a lot of the like harassment he received. That's why it's the hashtag right there, apologize to Sky, which for a time yesterday was actually trending. It was like number 17 or 18. So it actually like obviously made some moves. It's got some of the bigger YouTubers have tweeted it out and stuff like that. Like, check it out. Now, the funniest thing about this video, and yes, there was comedy in it, is easily this part.
On that a little bit for the audience.
This is the Anon.
It was an Evo party, I believe, Evo 2019. I was directly talking.
It took me 5 seconds to identify this was Moon. Moon has a very specific speech pattern, okay? And it doesn't matter if you dub the voice or not, okay? That's Moon. And I'm not telling you anything that you haven't read already in the comment section or on Twitter. Everybody already knows that. I just thought it was amusing how easily it was to kind of decipher who that was. So, you know, in my opinion, I definitely think the video is worth watching, no doubt about that. Obviously, it's already sparked some tenacious aggression from people. I'm going to bring you over to this tweet. So June, you know, outspoken Junebug, he very talented player, but he's actually been, you know, making a lot of posts right now on Twitter against Technicals, against the video. So apparently what's happened is, because, you know, neither one of them are blocked by each other, I'll hit you up and organize this, okay? They're talking about a debate. Junebug and Technicals are actually considering doing a debate, which I think is insane that this premise could even take place. Somebody asked in the comment, are you going to stream it? Technicals immediately says yes. So right there, I mean, you can argue right there. That's just, you know, free. That's just free content on either side. You know, people are going to tune in and watch that. But if you ask me who I think is going to win, I think it's going to come down to, is Junebug capable of doing this debate and not getting emotional? You know what I mean? Very smart kid. I've known June for a very long time. He's a very smart kid. I've talked to Technicals a lot. He's also a very smart individual. You know, say what you want about him. The guy is not, you know, the guy's not a dumbass. He's a self-admitted asshole, but he's not a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? So I think these two debating is actually gonna, to me, that's must-see stream. You know what I mean? So I'm very interested to see how this goes. But the video itself, again, you know, edited, presented, and it really honestly in a great fashion. Now, you're not gonna necessarily agree with everything in there, but if you ask me, hey, do you think this is worth watching? Yeah, because the thing that it's come out about it is, a lot of people are just saying, oh, well, you know, I'd actually like an explanation for like A, B, and C. Like, that doesn't make sense. Why was this excluded from a screenshot? You know, why wasn't this part of the story told and stuff like that? And you know, a lot of people are just gonna feel obviously entitled and like they're owed answers. It's just kind of how things work, like on Twitter in general, you know what I mean? So that's just nothing like that should be a surprise to anybody. So I don't really know where it's gonna go from here. I see a lot of people kind of criticizing Jisoo for being radio silent on this, but I don't blame her, because maybe she's kind of thinking like, okay, well, this is what I need to address, so I'm gonna take my time. Does she have to respond at all? No, of course not. Nobody has to do anything, you know what I'm saying? But it is obviously going to be something that if you've even like clicked on her last tweet, I think she made a reply to somebody, like it was nothing but hashtag apologize to Sky and just, you know, answer for this and stuff like that. So, you know, it's essentially, if you want to continue on social media, I think a lot of people kind of realize they need to address, you know, accusations and things of that nature. That's just how it goes. And obviously, to preface this video, please do not harass anybody whom I'm speaking to about in this video, simply because that's kind of corny, lame, and would you do that shit in person? No, of course not, okay? Nobody will do anything crazy like that in person, unless you're actually crazy, in which case you actually probably be banned from a tournament. But we probably wouldn't find it out until it's too late. But it's not too late to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.